morning. Good morning. I am so excited to bring you one of our beautiful Ripple Makers Mastermind members. The beautiful Drocella is with us today. She is building a global movement as the diversity trust builder. I'm going to get her on the stage now. Drocella, please unmute. Come on down. Now, this woman is on a massive mission. I can't wait to share the mission that she's on with you. But more importantly, she has an incredible ripple making tip for you today, something that will massively accelerate the speed at which you can be building your trust in other communities. So Drocella, come on up, my beautiful darling. Hello.
Hello, Sammy. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Well, tell us first of all, where are you coming live to us from this morning?
So I'm live from Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee in America.
Thank you for being up so early to be with us for our little coffee break today. Now, Drocella, you've been making a massive difference in the world, creating your ripples of impact through the brand that you're building. You've just published a book. Please tell us a little bit more about what you're doing and why you're doing it.
So I am the diversity trust builder. I believe that we can heal the world and change the world by cultivating strong and diverse communities. I was saddened. I was a director for 6.5 years for the agency that welcomed me as a refugee. And in June, I decided to go massively and to make an impact in the world because I'm saddened by the wounds, the trauma, and the trust in our communities, not only here, but worldwide. There's destruction. So, and I said, oh, Drocella, you can build a massive movement where trust, abundance, prosperity, and collaboration become a lifestyle. This is the mission I have for the world.
I think it's just so beautiful. And that first time, I think you saw me speak at a summit and then you reached out to me and like, how can we get involved? And you pretty much joined the Ripple Makers Mastermind straight away, because of course, the mastermind is all about building something bigger than a business, building something that really does move people to action, creating your own movement. And it's been such a pleasure and such an honor for you to be tuning into the masterminds every day, and each and every day, one drop, creating an even bigger ripple of impact and building that momentum. What I loved about that first conversation that we had, and I remember going back to that conversation where you said, I want to help the police to build more trust and to take more action in alignment with the community, instead of it being this hierarchical, top down, you will do what I say. If we can build trust within the communities from the inside out, and that the police can work together with the community and the community can work together with the police, we'll create even more harmony. Tell us a little bit, just in the time that we've got, a little bit about your ideas for how you would love to see that relationship shaped, not just in your community, but globally.
So I saw the tension between the police and the minorities. And we need the police for our safety, but the police also needs the support from the community. And as human beings, even if there are mistakes, we have to talk and to have collaborative activities. Now I'm going through classes with Police Citizen Academy, so I can know what are the challenges they are facing, the problems, so then I can be the bridge between them and the community. But as you know, we have seen the news, how the tension, the distrust between those two areas and two people, and I want to be there to say, hey, how we can work collaboratively, how we can trust each other, because when they thrive, the community thrives. Even the businesses, when the community thrive, the businesses thrive. When the businesses thrive, the community benefit from it. So I see that collaboration in actions. My signature program is diversity in action. So we want to work in different activities. Sometimes they have to go, the police officers have to go into the community, even without uniform, so they can see them as human beings. So I tell them, this police academy I'm in now, that next year I can mobilize my community to go to those classes, and then we'll invite the police also to be in activities with the communities.
Oh my gosh, I'm holding that vision for you, because, you know, I mean, it's a shame that, you know, we obviously in the media, we see all the bad stuff. We never see the good stuff that's happening in the communities. And I love you're really putting this focus on the good stuff, bringing that to the world and saying, hey, look, here's an example of what it can look like. Here's what good looks like. So instead of you going in and fighting, which is what everyone else is doing, you're just flooding this whole conversation with so much love to build that trust from the inside out.
There are wounds both sides.
Yeah.
And if we sit together when we discuss things, and even the stories we'll tell, I was telling them that the stories will also break those barriers between them.
Yeah, gosh, you've got a big mission.
Yes,
big mission. We're behind you. Well,
yes.
Hey, listen, you've learned a thing or two about creating a ripple of impact. What would your tip be for our ripple makers that are tuning in today that want to create a bigger wave with the movement, the message, and that brand that they want to see out in the world in a bigger way? What would your tip for them be today?
I would tell our friend ripple makers, go out of your comfort zone, find a community you've never been around you, and you can see what are the needs, being children, being young people, being women, being police officers, as we are talking about. So you can have conversation and find out how you can help with your skills and talents, so you can build a movement with me. And also, I would recommend you to buy this book that was published, Leaders with a Heart. I tell you, there are stories that can inspire you. There are stories can change your community. I commend you to buy this book.
I also recommend you to buy this book. Drocella, when you published that book, I think it was just over a week ago. Yes. I was in France at the time, and I'd actually finished the book that I'd taken out there with me, and I went, perfect timing. And so I downloaded the book to my Kindle. I read the first story and was really super inspired by the first story. The second story, I was so inspired. I put the book straight down and I went and took immediate action. And it was just so powerful to connect in and to be able to read the stories of these leaders that they're not going out there to fight against things. And I think that's a real key thing when we build brands, when we build our businesses. Usually we build them because there's a gap in something, or there's a gap in the community, or there's a pain, a problem, a challenge, and we see that it's being done badly somewhere else, and so, or not done at all. I say, I'm going to build a business around that. And we can often build a business from the wrong energy. There are many people that build their business from fear. I built my first business from fear. I didn't want to be without money anymore. I'd lost my job 2 years in a row just before Christmas. I was building that business from a place of moving away from instead of towards. And I know a lot of business owners that do the same thing. They're either moving away from something, they're running away from something to throw into this business. Got to make money, got to make money, got to make money. And of course, the money avoids them because it's the wrong intentional energy to be taking into something. So I love the title of the book, Leaders with Heart, because when you lead with heart instead of any of that other energy, it massively shifts what also comes towards you and what is also attracted to you. So guys and girls, go out and buy the book. Drocella, make sure you remind me of the links. Give me the links again, because I sent them out on my profile a few weeks ago. Drocella, how can we be helping you? What can we be doing? What we can look out for or listen for? I know you're a brilliant speaker. So what kind of speaking opportunities can we connect you with? Download it on us.
So as a speaker, trainer, coach, I speak on diversity, trust, resilience, and change. Many people now are having difficulties with change with COVID, and other circumstances. So I want to be on the stages, and then I want to train people even organizations that are developing diversity strategies. If you know any, and if you know somebody who needs somebody on the stage, just refer them to me. And of course, the book. By reading this book, I think we can make an impact globally.
Yeah, amazing. Well, guys and girls that are tuning in, if you know somebody that's putting on a summit, or they're running events, or they want to run a masterclass on this within their community, I think this is a really good topic of conversation, Drocella, for you to bring into communities, whether online or physical, to support those communities, especially online communities, actually, because quite often, there's not the context behind the conversation. And so I think this is definitely a conversation to bring in. And we talked about it before, bringing you, Ishreen Bradley, bringing in some of the Ripple Makers and Brand Builders Club members that are non-competing, but all going in the same direction around this topic. I'd love to get you in and for us to have like a panel discussion about that in the One Drop movement community, because I think that's an important topic to raise here. And it's also an important topic to be raising in other communities. So guys and girls, if you're tuning in now and you know somebody that has a community that wants to bring greater trust within the community, that wants to build a bridge and build a brand at the same time, then connect him with Drocella. Drocella can be connected with, if you go to the members tab at the top of the One Drop Movement Facebook group, you can click on the members tab, find Drocella, connect instantly with her on Messenger. And Drocella, if you give me your contact details, I'll make sure that they go in with the description with this video as well. Drocella, is there anything you'd like to end today's little spotlight with today?
I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that I met you, and I'm grateful for the impact you and other Ripple makers are making in the world. And together we are one drop, and we can be an ocean when we work together.
Yeah, I love it. And you have such a similar philosophy to us in terms of uniting instead of fighting, collaborating instead of competing, connecting and supporting to create something way bigger than what we can create when we only bring our one drop to it. Let's rain those ripples.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys and girls. We'll be back with another Ripple Maker Spotlight tomorrow. Take care. Keep making those ripples that only you can make. And if you haven't booked yourself to have your butt on this seat so that I can help share your message with this growing global community, please reach out or click on the link in the top of this, above this video. You'll see in the description, there's a Kartra link. Click on that and you can book your hot seat from there. Take care and we'll see you very soon. Mwah. Lots of love.
Thank
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.